All right, y'all, happy Tuesday. Hopefully you're all doing well. So again, yesterday we went through that benchmark workout. Esther, really tough, kind of ground us down to the ground. Now you're going into your Tuesday workout. Think of it maybe as active recovery, but really more on core conditioning, balance, strength, and those related areas. So it's not too demanding, but again, it's gonna ask you to take your time working through your movements, all right? Now, when it comes to your movements, there's a two-parter essentially, the way it breaks down. You still have running, you still have deadlifts, you still have core, but it kind of varies once you go through your different parts. So just kind of keep your eyes peeled to make sure you don't throw yourself off guard. Your first half right here is a 2-rounder with a 400-meter run, 10 strict pull-ups, 20 single leg, straight leg deadlift, and then 10 slow motion candlesticks. So here, take your time. Your runs are a little bit longer. Probably push yourself in terms of your pace. Then when you come in, strict pull-ups. So again, strict pull-ups are really good because they give us the strength we need to then go into a kipping pull-up. So yes, you can do much more kipping pull-ups than you can do strict pull-ups in a given amount of time. But if you don't have the necessary strength or the required strength, you're not gonna get a lot of kipping pull-ups, or they're not gonna look that good. So again, strict pull-ups are fundamentals. Take your time with them. If you're good at strict pull-ups, challenge yourself to make them weighted. So either wear a weighted vest, put on a belt with a kettlebell on it, hold a dumbbell in your feet, or any of those combinations. Now, if you struggle with strict pull-ups, then today is the day to, again, put some bands in the equation and work on a strict pull-up with a band, or maybe working the negative from a box. That's gonna build those muscles in your upper back and your arms, so you have the strength to then eventually do bands and then RX, all right? Now, when it comes to your single leg, straight leg deadlift, deadlifts are not a movement that we like to rush because it's no good for your core and especially no good for your back if you've ever been there before. So when it comes to your deadlifts, take your time, focus on engaging your hamstring as you're hinging over, nice deep breath, bracing your core, and making sure you're just protecting your lower back as you hinge over. Then slow motion candlesticks. Candlesticks, again, are one of those core movements that you can do really quickly, but if you do them very quickly, you may not get a lot out of them unless you do a lot of reps. So when you make them slow motion, 10 will feel like a million because you take your time to do them right. So a lot of times with the candlesticks, we just go really fast and then we just drop our feet back to the ground. We go really fast using that momentum. We slam our feet back to the ground. So if you're good with candlesticks, take your time. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Take your time pressing up and then nice and slow on that release. That is gonna fire up your core much more than if you're just kind of doing them for time. Now, this is your slower portion, essentially. Once you're done with those 2 rounds, you're gonna go straight into your 4-rounder, which is gonna be a little faster paced because, boom, your run is automatically cut in half. That's gonna start to save you some time. Then you're going through your pull-ups again, 10, except they're not strict anymore. They're kipping, so now you're able to just kind of move and groove a little bit faster. Now, straight leg deadlifts. Now it's not single leg anymore. You get to use both of your legs. Feel free to go heavier at that point, but same thing. Because it's straight leg, again, hinge over, get that stretch in your hamstrings, big breath, brace your core, taking care of your lower back. Then your core movement is gonna switch up. Instead of the candlesticks, you're gonna do V-ups. Again, V-ups are something many of us can do 10 quickly of, but at the same time, if you wanna get a lot more out of these 10, take your time when you're snapping on your way up and slowly release and open yourself back up on the way out if you want to get much more out of it, all right? So again, this workout is what you make it. This is a little slower, a little bit faster, but use today as a day to just challenge yourself, knowing that you're not really in a rush to be the first person done, all right? So with that being said, rock and roll, have a good time. We'll see you on Tuesday. Let's have a good one, and peace.